teachers and children, we have already gone through what are the various tenses, what are the main tenses, what are the subtenses, and all together how many tenses we have? Those are 12 tenses. Now, what is the structure of each tense and where it has to be used, where it should not be used, why? This is the most important part in learning tenses. Now, today I will take up the first tense, that is simple present tense or present indefinite tense. Simple present tense or present indefinite tense. What is structure? We know main verb has 4 forms, that is present tense, past tense, past participle and present participle. These 4 are the main forms of the verb. In this, take or takes, this is V1 or present tense. Took is V2 or past tense. Taken is V3 or past participle. Taking is V4 or present participle. Out of these 4, the V1, that is present tense, will come in simple present tense, that is the first one, base form. Here we have 2 forms, take and takes. Take is plural and takes is singular. Now, this simple present tense, that is take or takes, that is V1. In negative, it is do not take or does not take. Do not go or does not go. Do not come or doesn't come. In this way, in negative we use the helping verbs do or does. In positive we use V1 form, that is take or takes. Takes singular, take plural. If verb is there, if S is there to the verb, in the present tense it is singular. If S is not there to the present tense, it is plural. So, we use V1 form in positive and do not take or does not take we use in negative. Now, this is the structure of simple present tense. Now, where it is used? First of all, it is used for habitual actions. What are called habitual actions? Habitual actions means habitually we repeat those actions at regular intervals, at regular gaps, time gaps. Suppose something happens daily, it will happen daily at the same time. Something happens weekly once, it will happen weekly once. Something happens monthly or yearly, it happens monthly or yearly only. Suppose something happens twice a year, that will happen 2 times every year. So this kind of things are, this kind of actions are actually called habitual actions. These habitual actions repeats. These actions repeat at regular intervals. What are the hint words? Suppose this kind of hint words are there, we must use simple present tense only. What are those? With the word every, with every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year, every decade, every century, in that way, that kind of wording is there. We must use only V1 form. In negative, do or does plus not, and we use take. So, every morning, every afternoon, every evening, every night, or every festival, for example, every Sankranti, every Diwali, every Christmas, every Ramzan, or sometimes words like usually, generally, occasionally, seldom, often, frequently, always, okay, ever, never. If this kind of wordings are there in the sentence, we must use only simple present tense. We cannot use the present continuous tense. We cannot use simple future tense or any other tense. For example, I am going to temple daily, or I am going to temple every day, or I am going to temple once a week. If this kind of daily, every day, once in a week, once in a month, twice in a month, that kind of wordings are there, we must use simple present tense, that is V1 form. Take or takes, go or goes, come or comes. We cannot use present continuous tense. Suppose B form am is there, ing form is there. This is actually called present continuous tense. We are likely to commit mistakes like I am going to temple daily. But here daily means it repeats every day. So it is a habitual action. We must use only V1 form, that is go or goes only. We cannot use am going, is going or going. Am is or present, ing form continuous, present continuous. We cannot use present continuous tense, nor can we use simple future tense. I will go to temple daily, that also we cannot use. We must use only I go to temple daily every day. So this is W means wrong, this is right. And another sentence we will see. She is paying tax twice a year. So twice a year, this is a repeated action. So every year she pays tax 2 times. So this is a repeated action. Every year 2 times this action happens. This is called habitual action or repeated action. This also we cannot use in present continuous tense or simple future tense like she will pay. We cannot say she can pay. You cannot say she is paying. You cannot say she pays only. Because she is singular, we suffix s to the verb. She pays tax twice a year. This is the correct sentence. So in this way we have to rectify the errors. And a third example we will see, he will always come here. Always means it is also a repeated action only. Here will come is verb. Will is helping verb, come is main verb. This is wherever shall or will is there, it is simple future tense. We cannot use simple future tense also. This is also wrong. Here what we have to use, he always comes. Okay, come is verb, to that we suffix s because he singular. With singular we use singular verb only. So he always comes here. This is the right sentence. He will not take tea in the evenings or every evening. Every evening or in the evenings means same. That means it repeats every evening. So this is also repeated action, but it is negative. So when will is there, it is simple future tense. We cannot use simple future. We must use simple present tense only. What is the helping verb in simple present tense? Do or does. In a negative, we use do or does. Here, she is singular, we must use does. You cannot use do also. Do not take. Here, V1 also must come. So, she does not take tea in the evenings or every evening. This is correct. And this is how we have to use the habitual actions. Second one, where simple present tense is used. The second one, it is universal truths or scientific truths. These are universal truths. That means these are truths forever. Wherever you go, this is the truth only. It cannot be changed. And whenever you speak, and these truths cannot be changed. They cannot become wrong. So these are universal truths, truths everywhere at every time. For example, the sun is rising in the east. This is a universal truth. If you go to America or England or Australia or India, wherever you may go, anybody will say that the sun rises in the east only. So this is a universal truth. It must be written only in simple present tense, not any other tense. You cannot use it in a present continuous like be form plus ing form. It is a present continuous. You cannot use simple future tense will plus B1 will rise. So it must be used only in simple present tense only. Here the sun singular, that's why it is rises. So the sun rises in the east and will set in the west. This is also universal truth. The sun sets in the west only. So here will set is simple future. Will helping verb future and set we want simple future tense. For universal truths, we cannot use present continuous, we cannot use simple future, we must use only simple present only, that is V1, and sun singular, so yes, the sun sets in the west. And second example we will see, the water is boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. This is a scientific truth, it is proved. So here is be form present, ing form continuous, present continuous. We cannot use present continuous, we cannot use simple future tense, that is will boil, we must use only boils. So the water is boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, wrong. The water will boil at 100 degrees Celsius, wrong. The water boils at 100 degrees Celsius only. So next, the third one is a planned action. That action will happen only in the future, but it is a planned action. For future planned actions, we have to use simple future tense only, will plus V1 or shall plus V1 only. But it happened to be planned action, okay, we must use simple present tense only. So when will the college reopen? The opening of the colleges or schools happens only according to the fixed program only. It is already planned. That's why here will reopen. This is simple future tense. Where will is there simple future? We must use do or does only, because it is a question. If you use do or does plus V1, then it is simple present tense, because in questions we have to use helping verb do or does to become simple present tense. If you use shall or will, simple future tense. That's why here we have to use simple present tense. So does reopen we have to use. And the next train will be at 7 p.m. So this is also trains, buses and flights. These also happen according to the fixed timetable only. That's why here the next train will be at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. is a future time. Accordingly, we have to use will plus be, simple future, but it is also a planned action or according to the fixed timetable. That's why we must use simple present tense, that is. So will be simple future tense. We must use simple present tense, am, is, are, train singular, so is. And the flight will arrive at 7:30 a.m. So arriving and departure of the flights, trains also according to the fixed timetable only. That's why it is also planned action. Here also we cannot use simple future. We must use simple present tense like arrives. This is. And suppose my brother will come next week. Next week is future. It is a future time. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 2025, 2022 years, they are all future times. We must use future tense only, that is shall or will helping verb plus V1. This is simple future tense. But it is also a planned action. When he prepared to come, he will make all the arrangements like reservations and everything and intimation to the parents. That's why it is also planned action. Here also we must use simple present tense like comes. So in this way, for future planned actions, instead of simple future tense or present continuous tense, we must use simple present. Next one is, in time clauses and conditional clauses, we must use simple present tense only. We should not use present continuous tense, that is am, is, or plus ing form, or simple future tense will or shall plus V1, will go, shall go, in that way, or is going, am going, are going, we cannot use. We must use only simple present tense, take or takes, or do not take or does not take. In that way we have to use. Now in time clauses, we know what is a clause. If a subject is there, verb is there, that is actually called a clause. Suppose here subject you is there, will request verb is there, this is a clause. He subject is there, will help verb is there, this is another clause. And both are combined by the conjunction when. Now this you will request me, this clause comes after when. When denotes time. When, as soon as, no sooner, till, until, before, after, these are the various conjunctions which denote time. So this is the conjunction denoting time. After that immediately whatever clause that comes is called time clause. In this time clause, even though this action is going to happen in the future, this is a future action, but it is a time clause, so that we must use simple present tense only. We cannot use shall or will, only V1 only, that is when you request me. Okay, when you request me, I will help you. So here in the time clause, that is the clause that comes immediately after when, or as soon as, or before, or after, or no sooner. Okay, this clause is called time clause. In this we cannot use simple future, we must use simple present tense only. Instead of simple future tense, we must use simple present, and this verb must be simple future only. Will help or shall help only. But here we cannot use will or shall or could or would. We must use only V1 only, that is simple present tense. Now if he will not come in time, I will not allow him. Here he subject, will come is verb, so will is there, again simple future tense but negative, and this is also will allow, this is also simple future. But if is a conjunction, this denotes a condition. If, unless, in case, provided, these are the conjunctions denoting condition. So whatever clause, this entire clause which comes after if, this is called conditional clause. In conditional clause, instead of simple future tense, we use simple present tense. We use simple present tense. In a negative, we must use do or does, and those are the helping verbs in simple present tense. So if he does not come in time, I will not allow him. We cannot use shall or will immediately after if. We must use do or does only. Next again, as soon as he will get a job, he will buy a car. Here again, as soon as is a conjunction. This denotes a time, and he subject, will get verb, will get again simple future. Here also will by simple future tense, it is also simple future. But in time clauses, this is the clause, subject plus verb clause. This clause came immediately after as soon as, this denotes a time. So this is a time clause. In time clause, we should not use simple future, we must use simple present tense, that is gets. As soon as he gets a job, he will buy a car. So this is the correct sentence. And fifth one is to introduce quotations, because some distinguished people, distinguished writers, they have said a very valuable things. These valuable things, we refer to them, we quote them in our daily saying or daily writing. This is what is called a quotation. Suppose Keats is a great poet, his words we are using, this is what is called quotation. That's why we put this, Keats saying we put in inverted commas. This is what is called quotation. So when we introduce this quotation, it must be only in simple present tense, not in simple future, not in any other tense. Keats says, we don't use said here, says, say or say simple present tense. Here also, a thing of beauty will be a joy forever. This is a quotation and is a truth. That's why here will be means simple future. Here you must use is. That is actually simple present tense. Because the be forms we know, am, is, are present tense, was, were past tense, be, future tense, been perfect tenses, being continuous tenses. So here instead of will be, we must use am, is, are. So a thing of beauty singular, so use is only. So a thing of beauty is a joy forever.